Hello, I'm Michael.
Hi,
I'm your
I'm
physical
Nice
therapist.
to meet you.
So you're coming in today. We know you've got some pain
My back.
and it's bugging you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I think our goal is to try to develop some sort of program that's going to help us reduce your pain
Okay.
while also helping with your other symptoms and getting you back to your goals.
Will my pain go away?
No, not necessarily. So kind of with fibromyalgia, which is what the doctor told you have. You have 11 out of 18 tender spots on your body, and it's kind of this disease that is associated with pain. And so if we have it, we can't really expect all that pain to go away, but we can certainly work on reducing it.
Okay.
So a couple things that can help with pain reduction would be, working on our diet, avoiding inflammatory foods like red meats, wheat, beer. If we avoid the fast food, all really bad for you. And then maybe focusing on losing some weight. As we lose weight, we take off pressure on our joints. So if you think about just like a cinder block on top of a piece of bone, right? So that cinder block represents your weight, and as we cut away at that cinder block and reduce the weight on top of the bone, it's going to relieve a lot of the stress. If we can relieve stress, we'll reduce pain.
Okay.
We definitely want to get back to some of your goals. I see you listed that you want to get back to gardening.
Yes.
Right.
I enjoy gardening.
So what aspects of gardening are difficult for you?
The getting on the ground and just the endurance. Like I can never garden what I want to in a day.
Okay.
Due to the pain.
Good. So hopefully we can get you back to that.
Okay.
And that certainly goes back to losing some weight.
Mm-hmm.
Are there any other activities you like to do, like playing with your grandkids or anything?
Yeah, I get tired though, and I don't really like to interact too much because my joints hurt and just them jumping on me hurts, and it just all hurts.
Right. So would you say like you struggle moving just because of the pain?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So we definitely want to try to get out of that.
Mm-hmm.
So some things that I'm gonna prescribe are diet changes. So we'll try to start pretty slow, so we can get into a routine and a habit, and then once we develop these habits, then we can kind of expand into more extensive rehabilitation.
And so is it like a diet?
The diet can definitely be a part of what's going on. That's not necessarily causing your pain, like your diet, but it can certainly help to reduce the pain.
Okay.
And then with exercises, we're mainly going to focus on some cardio exercises to start to reduce our weight. That being, I kind of want to get, do you live by like a community center?
Yep, it's a few blocks away.
Okay, good. So one thing that I would suggest is maybe taking a walk to the community center and getting in the pool. Do you like swimming?
I do actually.
Yeah. So getting in the pool and just doing a couple laps, try to swim for 30 minutes or so. Just being in the pool, getting moving.
It doesn't matter like what type of swimming I do.
Not necessarily. No, I'm more focused on you just getting in there.
Okay.
And getting active. You like biking, right?
Yes.
Do you have any aversion to biking at all?
I mean, I haven't been doing it lately because of the pain, but.
Okay. So kind of on the same lines with like chronic pain. So with chronic pain, we can have pain and no injury, and injury with no pain. So with what's going on right now, we're having pain, but not necessarily an injury.
Okay. So
movement is going to be vital to reducing that pain, and you're not going to hurt anything.
Okay.
So with this kind of scenario, it's okay to have pain when we're exercising.
So if I like ride my bike to the community center and I'm in pain, like I'm not hurting myself?
No. No, you're not.
Okay.
Yep, you'll be okay. Obviously we want to stay away from 10 out of 10 pain, something terrible. But if we're in a manageable range with that pain and you think you can push through it, I think that's okay.
Okay.
So then some other exercises that we can work on, maybe just some simple ideas that we can do to get you back onto the ground so you can exercise longer.
Okay.
So the biking and the swimming are going to be really good to build up that endurance so that you can garden for longer, but we need to work on, you know, getting down on the ground, right? So we can do some simple graded exposure exercises. So one of the ones that I'll demonstrate to you, you just get a chair, okay? And then what we want to do is get our legs about shoulder width apart, and we're just going to do a little squat. So pushing our butt out, touching the chair, okay?
Okay.
And then as we progress, we'll just move the chair a little bit further as we go.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm going to have you demonstrate that to me.
I just go until I touch the chair.
Yep. So just feet shoulder width apart.
Okay.
And then we're just going to do an easy squat, pushing our butt back, and we touch the chair, and then we come back up.
How many times do I do this?
You do this about 15 times.
Oh, okay.
Okay. And then we would slowly move the chair back until we can do a full squat, getting all the way down. And that'll help us get down onto the floor. And then we'll progress from there into doing some tall kneeling exercise, so some lunges. Just trying to get that movement back into the back and legs so that we can get down to gardening.
Perfect.
Sound good? Does that sound like a plan?
It does.
Perfect.
Thank you.
Yeah.